Hey, Jeremy here from LATT SEO. In this video, I'm walking through an audit I did for a prospect to share with them a number of different elements that can be improved and cleaned up on their site from an SEO perspective to help them generate more organic traffic, rank better, and likely generate more revenue as well. Let's get into it. That being said, let me show you and explain to you exactly what I see going on and how I can help and what should be done for you. So this tool here is called Ahrefs, and in it here, there's so many different data points to look at, but the two I like to look at first are called referring domains and DR, or domain rating. Now, a referring domain is a unique instance of a different website on the internet linking to you. And the reason I look at these is because Google does. And Google looks at referring domains basically as votes of confidence or trust signals. So you want to have trusted sites and high-powered and authoritative sites linking to you. And as you get more of those, your DR or domain rating tends to increase as well. Now, this is on a 0 to 100 scale and essentially lets us know how strong. And as you get more sites linking to you, your DR or domain rating tends to increase as well. Now, this is a 0 to 100 scale and essentially lets us know how strong or how authoritative your site is, but also how difficult or competitive a keyword or phrase is likely to be to rank for. So that being said, let's look at some keyword data here, and then we can figure out what should be done specifically to help you. So here is a chart of all keywords and phrases your site currently ranks for. And you can see 556 keywords here. Now I have this sorted by search volume per month, and we can look at this in any one of these, for example here, but I want to might as well look at the top keyword here in terms of search volume. And the other thing that we can do also is it's very likely that some of your high dollar, high ticket, high margin products may not even be on this list here, and may have higher search volume than these. So that would be something to look at as well. But I just want to look at this data here because I have this, and we can look at some competitive data here relatively quickly. So first one here, Burlwood Coffee Table, you're position 81, 2,700 people search this specific key phrase every month, and you're getting no traffic from this. Now, as a quick side note, if we look at this keyword chart here, not only can we look at and target that specific key phrase here for Burlwood Coffee Table, but we can target 61 other keywords that include that. So round, square, dark, wood, rectangular, vintage, etc. And if some of these don't make sense, that's totally fine. We don't need to include them. I wouldn't recommend getting someone to your site necessarily for a product that you don't have or that would not describe your product correctly. But we could potentially do something like that, a round. But we could look at creating additional content in terms of alternative. So alternative to a square table, or an alternative to a narrow table or something like that. But that's a different discussion. Just wanted to share that with you. Now, last thing to look at here then, 61 keywords brings the search volume monthly up to 3,300, global search volume 3,900. So huge opportunity here. Now, let's look at who's ranking, what they're doing, and what you should do better on your site to have a better chance to rank. So if we look here, first thing, DR column, 53, 37. Again, these are on a 0 to 100 scale. 49, 28, 94, 86, 60, 60. And you again down here at 19. So you're not that much further off than like this site here at number 6 here at DR 28, but still a lot of room to improve. Now, here's the other kicker I'm seeing specifically right here is this words column. This is the amount of content on the page itself. And you can see here for Scout Design Studio, over 2,000 words, dark, or deer, Eden, 3,500-ish words, 3,200 words here for Firm Living, 4,700 here, 3,900, and you're at 548. So that may not be the only reason, but that may be a significant reason. It's hard to tell without looking at everything in more detail and also looking at your site holistically in terms of optimizing everything for you. But here is the product page. And one way to get additional content in here would be using something like these drop-down type menus where we can have a lot of content. We don't have to necessarily have this scroll down all the way. So one thought there, and the other benefit of having more content on the page is we could include some of these other keywords in there in the content and make it easier for Google to understand that you should be ranking for these pieces of keywords as well. Okay. And then lastly, and this is something that's relatively minor here in terms of this key phrase alone, is this domains column. But this is something that would make a lot of sense just in general. And it's like I mentioned to you before with referring domains. And I realize I'm bouncing around here, but my goal with this video is to give you as much value as possible in a short period of time. And if you're looking for help with this, happy to chat with you in more detail. So referring domains, again, this is looked at not only on a domain basis, but a page by page basis. So the other way to look at this then is if we go back to this page here that shows all of your competitors for Borrowwood Coffee Table, you can see here, Firm Living has 3, and De Casa Collections, which is the lowest DR on page 1 here, has 2. So the other way to look at this is there are 2 other websites on the internet voting to Google that this page should rank for Borrowwood Coffee Table. And you down here have 0. So there's no other websites on the internet voting in favor of your site ranking for this keyword. So with a lower DR and no other sites voting for you, it's going to be more difficult for you to rank for that key phrase. But just wanted to share that with you. And then in conclusion, my process would be looking at your site holistically, like I mentioned, doing a full audit of everything, looking at all of your pages, all of your collections, all of your products. And the process generally takes about 4 weeks to do. It's a one-time fee of $3,000. And like I said, I implement everything for you there. And then following that, what a lot of clients opt for is discussing monthly ongoing optimization to work to improve how many pieces of content we have, how many keywords that we're ranking for. And then also hope you got some value from that video. If you did, subscribe to my channel. It would help me out. I'd appreciate it. And if you're looking for help with your SEO, fill out the contact form in the description or in the comment section of the video here. And I'll take a look at your website, your details, and see how I can best help you improve your organic SEO, generate more traffic, and improve your revenue as well. And that's it. Thanks.